So it's fine. So let's go back to physical code. I want to explain the code for you, but let's go back to Management Studio to see the data. So now the table is huge, so it will take some time to open. And then we have almost 11 tables there. Yeah, you can open each something. So okay, I thought so you can see all the data. Okay, Adam, you are here. I went to the group meeting to call you that you should come and join. So
Hey, good.
you see all the
Well, it
data
is
that
yellow.
it is wet. So, Mr. Abi, you can see that all the data are here. Instead of you creating it here in SQL, you can create from the VC code. You can go back to the VC code. All the data here is synthetic data, not real data. You understand? So, when we first start the SQL, I posted a download database that I downloaded from the website Worldwide Importer. So it's build up database. And this one now, we build our table, our database from scratch, from Python. And we, instead of us inserting value one by one, thinking of what to, so you can generate it from the Python, but you cannot generate the value in SQL. Scroll up. I will explain one. Let's go and look at the patient. You can stop. Mm, go up. I want to explain one code so that you understand how to generate synthetic data. Any table that should we use? uh, Stop here. Appointment table. Hey, go down. Ah, yeah, let's use that. Appointment is equal to list. So this is what we have our columns inside the appointment table. And for what you do? What you do? Okay. So for in range, we want to generate 150,000 record. That's the use of this for. So appointment dot append. Append is it method? Yes, method. Append means that you want to add something. So random dot choices. I want a random patient ID and I want the random provide that ID. So the library that we installed before fake, dot date. I want the start date is equal to minus 1 year. End date plus 3 months. I'll go back to the table under the appointment. You will see what I'm trying to explain. So the list here, it will start from 0 because Python starts from 0, not 1, to 500. Random shows status, the column schedule, completed, cancel, no show. So scroll down little. We now say that execute console.execute many. I want many of it. So insert into the appointment table the patient ID, provider ID, appointment date, reason, and status. Value is equal to question mark, question mark, question mark, appointment. So the first code that for in range 1005. So we tell the SQL server that, okay, I want to generate I want to generate 15,000 record. So that's what that for. I is for I. When you go up, you see that the first code there for I in range. So appointment dot append to add. You add value, insert value into all the columns that we have inside that appointment table. That is how to generate a synthetic data. So it will now generate it for you randomly. It will just pick random data name that is not real, that you can use to practice to do what analysis at your own. You understand? Instead of you looking for a database on website that you want to download and put it in back, and how we did it the first project that we we did. So this is how to create a database, create a synthetic data into that will reflect inside the management studio. And with this one, I posted 3 different questions. One question, you can run your question here in Python and get your results. And you can run another question in SQL Management Studio and get your results. If you can go to the WhatsApp group and let's run the Python one first. So the first question, EML 10 data analysis practice question, you can open the one with Python and open the second one is for SQL. The same question, but you can run it in Python and run it in SQL and you get the same results. Someone is asking for a link. Bashir is here. I want to copy the link and post it. So, Mr. Lekan, you can open the Python question first, and let's take one question there and run it. So, question 1 said that how many patients are in the EMR database? This
I can't see
second,
anything on the chart.
no, it's WhatsApp group.
Uh,
Go back. Yeah,
did you
WhatsApp
send it
group.
today?
Yes, today I sent it together with,
Okay.
yeah,
Okay. One of those earlier sent.
yes. You
I know
open
my
the
challenge is that I can't
Okay, let me give
open
you the
it.
question. Let me give you 2 questions here in the chat so that we can run it together. Okay. So you can copy that 2 questions and I'll open for the SQL too and copy the
So, talking about the picture, someone has AI that helps you answer certain question.
So where do you want me to run it? On
Sorry.
SQL or on the
No,
Python?
Python. Python. That's one we are going to run it inside Python. But wait, I want to
I
copy.
think there is a
Please, who
disturbing noise
is?
somewhere.
Please, can you mute? No, no. Let me see. Sister Mutias, please let me see if I can mute you here. And then I want to see if I can mute. Yeah, I think. Ah, how can I mute? Okay, thank you, ma.
Already, she's moved. Already
Yeah.
muted.
So just give me question for SQL. So the first two questions, have you copied it?
Yes, I've done that.
So copy that, and this the second one that I'm posting is for SQL. The first one is for Python. So we are running the first one that I pasted. We are running it on Python. So let's do that first. Go back to your physics code and paste. So we are doing no, we are not running everything together. Question one first, question two in another. So you can copy the question two from there. Mhm. So open another code and put it there. So for the question one, can you open another? No, I'm not sharing what I want to paste something now. Copy that. Can you copy what
The
I
last
pasted
question.
down? Yeah, what I pasted now. Copy that.
There are two.
No, the last one. Just copy the last one.
Okay,
The
I've
connection
done
to
that.
the yes. So
Where do I paste it?
before the question one, open another code.
Okay.
Yes, space is there. So and come to the question one. Run the question one. I want to check something. If it will give you an
That's the
error, I
issue.
know. Yeah, yes, because we close the console. When you close the total number of patients is 1,000. Yes, I know. Okay, it's run or directly from SQL Server. I don't want to do it directly from the SQL. The console connection has been closed. That is why. So that is reason why I pasted the yeah, go up and change the server name to your server name dot slash SQL Express. Change it for my name.
Yeah.
Yes, yes. Yeah, yeah. Run this part first. After you
Will I run it?
yes, run it and run the question one again. IP connection SQL Server. Mm, mm, mm. Go and
Conclusion
copy
of the
your SQL
business.
Server again. Go and copy it again. So it's not seeing it. Or you should copy it from, you should scroll up and copy it this part for me. You can scroll up where we
Okay.
created the database in the first place instead of coming down here. Yes. Okay.
I'm already here.
Okay. Yes. Yeah, on the question
Carry on.
two. Question one, I mean. Yeah. Yeah,
Start.
scroll up. I want to explain something. Wait here. Go down. No. Where we inserted the part that we have inserted. Scroll up. That auditing insert. Scroll up. Little, don't go far. Just gradually. Yes. So you see that here we wrote connect.close. The reason why that we got the first error was because we have closed the database, the SQL server. So when you run it, when you go to question one and you run the code, it will give you an error because you see that it told you that the console has been closed. That was the reason why I run this connection again so that the SQL server the SQL server with the database will be connected before we run any code. So when you go to question one, what question one can you go back? Okay, we say how many patients are in the ML database. So we say patient count is equal to the length. In length is a method in Python code. We have to count the patient ID. So we are telling Python that, okay, print the total number of patients. And the second code, we connect to the SQL. And if you see the execution here, you see that it's a query, it's a SQL query. Select count all from patient table and now print the number of patients for us. You see the difference. The first code here is Python code, and the second one is a query. So, and the question two said that how many male and female patients are there? So, instead of writing in Python, we use SQL query, but we have to connect to the SQL, our database in SQL Management Studio, and we write this question two is SQL query and the Python code. Yeah, run it. Yeah, we have the total number of 5,057 for male and 4,943 for the female. So can you go back to the management studio and copy the question here? So we are, how many patients
I
do
should
we
bring the
have?
question here.
Yeah, let me no. And the question I think I pasted here for SQL. How many patients do we have in the table? Can you write the query inside the yeah? Inside the Python, inside the SQL management. How many patients? Let's go back. Let's
Okay.
write it. How many patients do we have? Go back to the management studio.
Okay. I want to
Yeah,
copy the
copy the
question.
question and let's go and write the query about that part. New query. Okay. So yesterday when we were talking, how many patients are in the AML database? So from our understanding, we know that we are writing query from the patient table. So yeah, from patient table, select, write it yourself. Don't let me say it. Yeah. quick confirm.
Trying to look
If
for the
next
table.
time, if you want to do, yeah, go back to the patient here, open the table, open the columns. No, you may not want, no, just click the plus sign beside it and you open the column, you see. So next time we want to
Okay.
do quick check, you click the plus beside it and you open the column part, that plus, yes, open that, open the column part, that plus sign. So you see all the columns that you have there. So we want to count. What are
Mhm.
we going to use? We use patient ID.
Yes. Yes.
Select. Say count how many patients. Let's understand the question. How many patients are in the MIR database? So select. I don't think the count will be useful there since that they did not tell us to. We can use only the count with asterisk for all. Count all from patient table. It will give us the total number of patients we have. If they ask us, okay, they want to see, because using the patient ID, we can say count that count formula and we put patient ID on it. It will still count for us. Close the bracket, open and close bracket. You don't put asterisk beside it. So put asterisk and close it. And let's try it again and put patient ID and see. I think it's, yeah. Can you execute that part? No, don't put patient ID yet. Let's run it with only the count. Yeah. So we have 1,000. So inside that count that we put asterisk, can you
10,000.
put patient ID? Remove the asterisk and put patient ID. Yeah. Execute. You see, you got the same answer. Either when you remember, okay, you want to use a count function, you can put asterisk or you can put patient ID. Do you understand? So let's okay. Let me give you one question. Can you give me results for, okay, I want to see the patient first name, last name, and the marital status. Where and the marital status, where the marital status is married. I want to see the patient's first name, last name, and the married patient. So can you give me that query quickly? I want to see the number of patients. Okay, I'm just trying to patient's first name, last name, and the married patients from the EML database. Display the patient's first name, last name, and the married that are married. Yes. Adam, are you ready to answer one question?
No, ma.
Okay. What about Precious? Are you ready to answer question?
I successfully created my database, but I wasn't able to practice yet.
Please,
So,
I posted the question, a lot of questions there. You can practice as many you want. So just look at the database and think, okay, what can I extract from this data? You can create a business question for yourself. Good. Mr. Lekono is like you are now a guru in SQL. So let's take off another question. Can you open lab results? Let me see the column that is there so that I can give you another question quickly. Yes, the lab results.
In the table,
Yes, lab result table. Open the column. I want to see. We have result ID, lab order. I cannot see the connection between. I want to see. Can you run it as 1,000? So right click yes. Top 1,000 rows. Test name. Mm, no, okay. What about insurance? I want to see the patient that use uh is it most Medicaid or let me see the insurance. You want the top 1,000 rows for insurance or which insurance is the most used? Okay, Medicaid. So you see that we have insurance ID, patient ID. So can you display the patient's name, first name, last name, that's use uh, display the patient's name, last name, and the insurance for each. I don't know. I'm just thinking out. Display the patient's first name, last name, and their
and
insurance.
and the,
Yes.
and the HMO.
Yes. So with this, what do you think that we are going to do? I don't want to tell you, but I know that you are a guru in writing SQL now.
We are going to we are going to join two
Good.
tables,
Good.
both
So
insurance tables
tables
and
here.
the patient's table.
Good. Yeah.
So, first name, last name. Well, patients.
So next week we are starting with Power BI. What um we said to do is Excel, the data set we use in Excel, we are going to use the data set to create a dashboard there, and we connect our EML, this one to the Power BI. So like how we connect the Python to SQL, we are going to connect Power BI to SQL for electronic medical record database, and we are going to use a data set that we use for Excel projects. So that is the two projects we are going to do in Power BI. And I think Power BI, the first one, next week, we work on the data set with the data set. And the second week, because we have 2 weeks for that, and the second week we'll connect our Power BI into the SQL here and create a dashboard. And Tableau will be the last one. I think for the Tableau, when we have understanding on the Power BI, the Tableau is very easy. We may spend 1 week for that. We'll just connect our Tableau to this SQL. But connecting to the SQL ML for Tableau, you have to, they don't allow free version of Tableau to connect to the SQL. If we try it, because you have to pay for, if you want to connect to the SQL, we'll try it first and see. If it doesn't work, we have to use the data set we use in Excel for Tableau to and create dashboard in Tableau. So from next week, we have 3 weeks to end the class.
Patient ID D dot patient ID. Go to high notes patient ID.
Can you order by
Share
highest to
maybe
lowest? Yeah.
I'm coming. I want to check something on the policy provider name.
Provider name, yeah.
So
Let me call your attention to something. Once you have given your tables alias, you have to use alias in your select clause. Like patient ID, you say P dot patient ID, P dot first name, P dot last name, and the provider you use I dot provider name so that you know the table you are extracting, you are retrieve the column from. Yeah.
Order by
You can order by first name, last name. You can order by everything that you selected up there.
order by there's something that I have not put here. Even at that,
It's funny now, it's a huge,
data
it's a huge data. You see that the executive is still running. It's a
running.
huge data, yes. You say executing query, so it's still running down here. Yeah. How many? We have 10,000 rows. You can see down here, 10,000 rows. That's why it
Yes.
took some time to execute. So, yeah,
I think by default it has taken descending.
by default,
Even
to
when I
run
didn't put it.
assessing, you can try it again and it will do descending for you.
No, I understand.
Yeah,
It is
okay.
still descending, Abby.
Yes, by default it's descending.
Okay,
Is it
Abby.
by default descending or
Okay,
ascending? I think by default
okay.
it's
I can't even
ascending.
remember.
Yes, yeah.
It's
Yes,
ascending.
it's ascending. So, yeah, still the same.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's still the same. Because unless you want to run
No,
with first name,
unless
that
we
you don't
want
want to run
to
with last name,
ask
it will
it
give
to
us
sort
provider
by provider name.
name only. That's it will.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
Yes. Descending from the highest to the lowest and it started from you. You is the highest there, you understand? Unless you put ascending to start from A to U. You understand?
Okay.
So patient they
Okay.
use United Healthcare more. Started from United Care because it's you. You see that ascending you start from A, from the highest. Is it highest? No, descending is from highest to lowest,
Okay.
while the ascending is from lowest to highest. So
Okay. Yes. Yes.
that is a
So let's
that's
start with
yes. Yeah. Now you have question. I posted 3 different questions. You can run this question that you run here in SQL, you can run it in Python again, you will get the same result. You understand? So I posted 3 different questions for Python, SQL, the same question, but I have one for Python and I have one for SQL. When you have time, you can use it to practice. To you understand? To practice, you can paste the question. You don't look at the answer because the question I think is together with the answer. The first one is only question. You can look into the first one, the only question part, and paste the question, write the query by yourself and see if you get it right. If not, you go back and look for the answers and run it again. So now we created 2 different questions and Mr. Wab did well. So, and if you have any question or you have issue or you are stuck, you can reach out to me. And if you have question, you create a business question by yourself, you want to run the query and you did not get it, you can reach out to me. We can look at it together. Any question, please? So let me open, since we still have time,
I think SQL
let's
seems to be easier than Python.
you make query.
SQL seems
SQL,
to be
yeah,
simpler.
it's
Okay.
very simple. When you start writing a lot of query now, you see that joy, excitement in you that when you understand that business question, you don't finish writing the query. Python sometimes, you have to think about the function you want to use, the method, you understand before you can write the Python
Mm.
code. Most people use the only part that Python is useful for me is when you want to perform the machine learning part or you want to create visualization, you want to do AI, you understand intelligence. So that's the useful of Python from my end. But Python for data analysis, you want to perform analysis, it's not useful. I prefer using SQL, Power BI than using Python, unless if I want to work on machine learning. That's when, okay, I want to predict, forecast. Python is good in that aspect. You want to build something AI, you understand, you can use Python. But most company, to be candid, they use SQL more. When you are good in writing SQL, forget it. They use SQL more than using Python. You want to become a data engineering, data science, you have to know how to write a query. That's why I keep emphasizing, just think of anything. Now we have like 3 different database here. Worldwide importer, we created one yesterday for sales DB. Now we created EMR DB.